It's always on. Somebody's gotta say it. That's why Alex Music is inside your video set. That's why the real consistency lives here. This is the final closing TimeFactor. Pretty clever thoughts. TimeFactor. Oh yeah, so welcome to my final closing TimeFactor video closing thoughts. It's Alex Music, and today is going to be the 26th of February, year 2014. It's not gonna be snow. I hope. Now, here's something I posted on my TimeFactor website. On my wake up call radio recap, and if you can see on this, but you can't see it because I posted it because the left is NFL takeover because anyone's gonna be civilized. There's what civilized about this one because everybody doesn't know what offensive is about by utilely using the N-word in the NFL today. About 15 yards offense, and Mike Pereira, they got one, and they're so smart about this one. And why? Because anyone seems civilized. So that's why yesterday on my wake up call radio show, Vice Versa Tuesday. Oh boy, let's see. Mike Pereira said this in front with John Woodson, who's the chairman of the Fritz Pollard Alliance, was asked what would we would gain and what purpose served by the NFL in this NFL. And, and what you're trying to say, this is what Wooden says. What you're trying to say to bring back an element of respect of what's going on in a great game that we have in the National Football League. Well, my brains will go around, and I have to go back to the web that I look about this one. And you might think it's sort about last Sunday's ESPN special Outside the Lines, the N-word. Well, I bet you don't know what it is. But what about Michael Wilborn? Pardon the interruption. The N-word. This is during mail time last Tuesday night, or should I say last Monday night, during this show. And they read a letter. It said to Tony Kornheiser, should the NFL hand out a 15-yard penalty for using the N-word on the field? Well, his response, you're going to have a league with no black owners and black commissioners. So middle age and advanced age, white man says to black players, mostly because that's what we're talking about. You can't use the N-word on the field of this play or we're going to penalize you. Penalize you. Okay. Fascinating. Michael Wilborn is right. Right. But what about Mike Pereira? He's the NFL official for the National Football League. And he's on Fox Sports 1. And here's a little bit of it. If you look at this rule 12, it has in there that any threatening or insult language or gestures to opponents, officials, and teammates is a subject to a 15-yard penalty rule. And you might think that you don't think it's a rule change that comes specifically. Well, let me put this in writing for you. I said this yesterday on my Wake Up Call radio show that I revised a prediction that I had made. And I want to remind all of you this. I have predicting for a while that the purpose of the left was actually, yeah, destroy NFL football and college football, except Oscars. Well, that means I thought the focus on concussions and injuries and suicidal things in Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and barbarism and maddening is that because everyone knows these two sports writers apologized for popularizing the game. That means the people to destroy them, and nothing is barbaric. So that's my take on it. If you don't believe me, well, check out my wake up call recap page at lhmusictime.theweekly.com/wake up call recap. So that's all I can say. Say, it is not barbaric. It's it's a way of life, you know. Okay, speaking of barbaric, in some other ways, now did you know that the lawmakers vowed to follow the bill to get FCC newsroom study eradicated? Well, guess what? The House Republicans plans to introduce the legislator to bar the Federal Communications Commission from ever conducting the kind of entrusted newsroom study they claim the agency to poison too much before officials pulled back last week. Well, according to this, Greg Walden, Republican State of Oregon, was the head of the House Communications and Technology Subcommittee, said yesterday that he'll bring forward a bill and hold a hearing aimed at completely stopping and any some similar studies in this future. And that's why the potentials for violation for the First Amendment is essentially irregular. Well, that's why he referring to the FCC proposal critical information needs to study in which its initial form would have sent, yeah, the researchers into newsrooms across the country and ask themselves these questions about editorial decisions with critics, including each the one member of the FCC itself. And that's why the study could, entertaining journalists and editors. What about last Friday? Well, the FCC Chairman Tom Wheeler agrees some of the study's proposal questions overstep the bounds of what is required. Hmm. Sounds simple to you? Well, I hope so. So you could check it out at foxnews.com. Click on politics and see what you think about this FCC thing. So, and guess what? I will put a poll question tomorrow and see what you think about that on my TimeFactor website about the FCC and all that. Well, it's just this is the age of this one. Well, anyway, so simple that. Anyways, I gotta go. Anyways, don't forget tomorrow, newspapers on a Thursday, and so is my comments. I hope the liberals not gonna write stupid comments on me. I hope so. Anyways, Don't forget the Facebook and follow LH Music at Facebook.com and Twitter.com. You know my username, LH Music Time, so it's Twitter.com. You know my, this, you know, no. It's the, take to Facebook.com and Twitter.com. And you know my username, LH Music Time, so it's my Time Factor website, lhmusictime.weebly.com, which I'm almost finished for my Time Factor website. And I gotta get up at 4, not 5. It's just like get up this morning, whatever it is. Anyways, and so it's Facebook page at facebook.com/LHMusicTime 2013 for my Facebook page. Yeah, Time Factor page, whatever it is. I gotta go. Oh yeah, don't forget, thank God it's Friday for an all-new Final Closing Time Factor video cover thoughts on a Friday. So it's my Time Factor radio show and Time Factor television show with musical guest Imagine Dragons. And so is Mark Burnett and Roma Downey. Talk about the movie, Son of God. Till we meet again, LH Music's about to sign off. Go God's blessings. I salute you, America, and we're out the door. Go with God's blessings. Bye bye for now. See ya.